The Vauxhall Corsa is one of the most popular cars on UK roads, but with this variant having been round for a while, Vauxhall have given it the facelift treatment to freshen it up, and from out here, as long as you like this yellow anyway, it looks pretty fresh. I decided, rather than testing the all-out new Nürburgring edition car, it would be more sensible to check out a model that more of us are going to buy. So I picked a realistic location to test the new Corsa as well. This ain't the Nürburgring, no. Welcome to the Coventry Ring. With twists, turns, entrances and exits, the Coventry Ring Road really will put the little Corsa to the test, especially as this car has the 1 litre petrol engine fitted with just 65 horsepower, making it one of the slowest accelerating cars on sale, with a 0 to 62 time of 18.2 seconds. And with that Diddy 1 litre engine in the Corsa, I was wondering if it would be a bit of a struggle dealing with Coventry Ring Road, because you really do have to get that acceleration in quickly in order to merge. But it's actually okay, it's not really a problem. Up to 40 miles an hour, this engine actually has got just about enough zip to keep the Corsa going. Thankfully, the gearbox on the Corsa is really good too. It's really slick and really smooth. So it means that when you are having to wind it up a bit, it's not too much difficulty. Now, you don't need the carousel of the Nürburgring to tell you all about a car's handling characteristics. Just look at this junction of the ring road. It's pretty hardcore, and you've got to figure out where you're going and get up to speed in time. The handling on the Corsa is very impressive. It stays very safe and very planted under cornering, and the steering doesn't have the greatest amount of feedback, but it's okay and it is very direct. The suspension in the Corsa does a really good job of soaking up all the lumps and bumps. It's got a very smooth ride on the motorway, while you haven't got too much body roll, so it's got a nice balance of everything. The only thing that is a bit irritating is when you're driving on the motorway, the noise from the 1 litre engine straining hard is quite irritating. There are some great bits of trim in the Corsa that do a lot to alleviate the stress of having to drive a low-priced Super Mini. They've really concentrated on the touch points in here. So on the door you've got this sort of gloss plastic, the faux leather, which just gives it a nicer feel than would otherwise just be a big slab of plastic. Then the heater controls have got soft touch plastics on them, and the ventilation controls, and it does a lot to bring up the feel of the interior of the cabin. The other good test of a vehicle's dynamics on Coventry Ring Road is all the roundabouts and under cornering. These seats, although they don't look it, they actually do a really good job of holding you in place. Practicality wise, there's a lot of space in here, and there's also a lot of storage with things for drinks bottles and different cubby holes dotted around. However, the one thing I have found irritating is that the boot doesn't do a 60-40 split when the seat folds down. It's only one entire thing, which is quite irritating if you're wanting to carry, say, long items, but you do want that extra seat. The thing I would say about this 1 litre engine is that there are some cars that are slow and there are some cars that are underpowered, and this feels more like the latter. It's okay if you're just doing city driving and bumbling around, but if you're having to get up to higher speeds, it is quite irritating, the fact that it has to be worked so hard all of the time. I can't help but thinking that I'd much rather go for something like the 1.2, so far as insurance wasn't causing issues if you're looking into it. There is a reason why the Corsa is one of the most popular selling cars, and that's because in the Super Mini sector, it comes across as being such a capable, spacious car combining practicality and economy. You really can't go wrong with the Corsa.